What's up? We got Harris is awesome versus Passion. Fuck, bro, beat me to mod chat. Okay, anyway, interesting. We've got a couple of similarities in terms of the team department. So Harris, oh shit, Harris is boned by Heliolisk, kind of. Heliolisk plus Ninetales anyway. But anyway, Harris has Ninetales plus a grass poison type, plus a stealth rocker, plus a quote unquote bulky water, and plus a flying type, plus a kind of a faster offensive mon. So it's pretty much the structure of both teams, but difference is that this is probably Specs, this is Scarf, Chlorophyll, not Chlorophyll, just kind of a breaker. I think the matchup kind of falls in favor of Passion slightly, but definitely can go either way. I happen to know Harris's team for the most part, so I'm going to try to avoid details about that, but I think the matchup is favorable for Passion. Anyway, if Harris wins this game, the Tigers are still alive, but if Harris loses this game, Tigers are out. Anyway, Roserade probably is a bit of a favorable matchup. I don't think Specs Hyper Voice has any chance of killing this. I need a crit. I expect a Volt Switch. Yeah, it's going to do 29, so it's a nice chip. Roserade probably is going to click Sludge Bomb because there's not much to resist it. He's going to do that, and he's going to do 69% and poison the Ninetales, so it's a good start right off the bat for Harris. However, Heliolisk looks really threatening. Just clicking Volt Switch at this point. Anyway, regardless of that turn, I imagine that there's going to be a switch here, maybe to Ninetales from the Harris side. Yup. So now, I believe Passion needs to hit a sleep powder if it runs that. Otherwise, this is going to be quite threatening. I think that if you're Harris here, you click Solar Beam always, because if it's not Sleep Talk, if it's not Sleep Powder, then he's going to be going to Deante or to Slowbro in all likelihood. This could be a number of things. If it's not Scarf on the Druddigon, this could be Scarf. Again, I noticed that, so I'm not going to reveal which is. It also could be Nasty Plot with the Z move. The Roserade revealed Life Orb, so if it's not Z on this, it has to be Z on this Ranchrum. So one of them Scarf, one of them Z pretty much. Anyway, instead of that, we're going to see mid-round from both parties. We're just going to see Registeel come in for Harris, which is fine. I'd imagine that he clicks Rocks here. He's going to click Protect on the Flamethrower. That's fine. Still had a turn of Sun. Actually, that works nicely as well. Now I definitely click Rocks, though. You have two Pokemon on the team of Passion that are weak to Rocks, and no remover unless this Noivern has Defog itself, which isn't a particularly common option as it loses to things such as Registeel, certain variants of Bronzong, Rhyperior, and so on and so forth. So it's not really the best. It also loses to Metagross usually, I believe. Yeah, it's not really the best defogger in the tier. It does beat Roserade, which spikes. Anyway, that does 40% in the Sun, so that's really, really weak. And now the Sun is going to stay up, so that means that it's Heat Rock on the Ninetales. So that means that staying in and clicking Flamethrower there makes a lot of sense. Anyway, he's going to go to Blastoise on the follow-up Flamethrower. It's going to do 21%, which is a nice chip. However, I'm wondering if it's Z on this or if it's Z on the Venusaur. Or potentially even Z on the Slowbro, although that's more of an NU-oriented pivot. If he's fearing Z on this, then he probably just... Oh, he should have went Registeel. That's going to die. Oh, it's going to live. I take it back. Wow, okay. I miscalculated that in my head. I thought that would for sure die. But it lives with 4%, so that's great for Harris. It's going to take out the Noivern. That means a couple of things. First and foremost, this quote-unquote speed control outside of Sun on Passion's team is pretty much done for. So that means that something like Harantrum can pretty much go ham if it's Z or Choice Banded. Second off, it means that Harris is this in the back as a sack. So that's pretty nice. Sure, it's probably just going to be taken by a Heliolisk Volt Switch at some point or another, but that's cool. And also, it means that Harris is just straight up a Pokemon up. And also, the Fire plus Grass Resist are now running thin on Passion side. Sure, Deante should be able to live a Solar Beam comfortably, perhaps even two if it's not Specs, but that's not going to last forever. It is worth noting that Mandibuzz, which could definitely be a pivot into Venusaur at times, does get taken advantage of by the Deante and as well by the Heliolisk. Anyway, I'd imagine that we're just going to see an attack here on this Deante. I don't think you want to have the Sun. You don't want to go to the freaking Ninetales here and risk a Power Gem or Diamond Storm. Oh, goes Rosary? I don't know about that. He's going to live the Diamond Storm, however, at 2%. So that's a nice turn there. I don't know if this is Synth or not. I mean, I do know, but I'm not going to say. But that could potentially be a play here. Although other options would just be trading. Actually, oh, shit. Spikes up. Oh, Spikes and Rocks. Okay. I don't know. I think I would have just killed it if I was Passion. Now you just Leaf Storm. This looks really good for Harris, though. Are you just going to Leaf Storm here, or are we going to Sludge Bomb predicting the Venusaur? He's going to go for the Leaf Storm, which is fine. It's going to do 26%, which leaves this Venusaur at 50%. But on top of that, the Ninetales is dead. So now you go to Mandibuzz, and you just try and kill this. I believe they're on Overcoat, so Sleep Powder can't do it. I mean, Z-Poison should not take this out after 1 Rocks. I do about 55, maybe 50. And then maybe you'll be able to live another Rocks round after that. He's going to go to Ninetales as a fodder. That's good. On the Brave Bird, okay, so it's going to be up to 82%. Heliolisk is going to be able to come on in here, however. On what likely it would be the Blastoise fodder, if I had to guess. This Heliolisk is quite annoying. It's going to Thunderbolt here. Okay. Now, do you go Tyrantrum and you just set up and try to... Or do you use Z here? I think you use Z here to clinch the kill, maybe? He's going to miss Head Smash. Oh, that's unfortunate for Harris. Man, that would have surely 2-hit KO'd. God damn it. Ah, man. I'd imagine that Passion is going to go for a Slack Off on this turn. So unless there's some way to kill this or consistently do over half, i.e. being Choice Banded, then probably going to see a switch out to either the Mandibuzz or the Registeel. It's worth noting that, again, one of this or the Ninetales has to be Scarf, so he doesn't necessarily need the Registeel defensively. It's going to switch on a Flamethrower, which is a mere 23%. It's going to bounce on off. That indicates that it's probably an Assault Vest Slowbro. And the Toxic is going to land there as the Flamethrower falls well. It does 19%. Oh my goodness. This is probably a specially defensive Assault Vest Slowbro. Or perhaps even a physically defensive oriented one. No leftovers, as you can see. Heliolisk is going to come on in here on, could it be Seismic? Could it be Seismic? He's going to Seismitoss. He's going to call that right. So now the Heliolisk has no way of surviving after this. This is a nice Seismitoss by Harris. It's awesome. However, this is going to be able to lock in the Focus Blast here, which could actually prove to be quite threatening. It's likely going to be able to take out the Registeel here. I'm talking so quickly. These guys are playing fairly quick as well. If Mandibuzz lives 2 after Rocks, that could potentially be a play. Hard to say. There's no way the Registeel lives Focus Plus from 42, but you could go for a double Protect, and if it misses as the Protect fails, then after 2 more leftovers, then it would likely live. Alternatively, he could just go for the miss here, or he could go to the Mandibuzz and has to hit 2 of them, and he misses the first one, so that's great for Harris. Now his Heliolisk is more or less useless. Yeah, so turns out that would... Oh, he's not going to roost up? I don't know about that. Okay, well, I guess he doesn't really necessarily need it healthy. It's going to knock off the leftovers there, which is fine, and it's just going to take the Moonblast. It's going to die off. I'd imagine that the Tyrantrum comes in here. Okay, Registeel. I assume this doesn't run Earth Power last. Other moves aren't really doing much more than a couple rounds of leftovers, so it should be fine. The Registeel very well could just close this game out here and that, right here. I don't think Harris can afford to bring in the Ninetales. I think you just Seismitoss here. I think Seismitoss 3 KOs. And that's fine. I think, yeah, you have to Seismitoss here. Harris just has to not choke. Oh, please pay attention, buddy. You got this, man. I'm rooting for Harris. This guy's my friend right here. I want him to be very much out of the playoff race. It's my boy. So yeah, I think you Seismitoss here. At risk of this potentially having like Heal Bell or... I mean, also, it's just low base HP, and you can always protect on the following turn and whatnot. He's going to go to Venusaur. Please tell me he's Seismic. He's going to Seismic. That's going to take out the Venusaur. Okay, this is great. Now Ninetales Solar Beam looks like it's going to be able to clean the house. So that's really good for Harris there. Slowbro's going to come in, but it's going to take both Stealth Rock and Spikes, as well as being poisoned. My Slowbro is the wrong ability? What does that mean? I didn't make Oh, okay. Well, a good game. Yeah. So it looks like Harris is going to walk away with his first SPL win. Good for him. Good for my boy Harris. Really cool to see him walk away with a win. Congratulations, man. Good stuff. Good game. Close one.